Hello, my loves. I am Mystic Goddess with your general reading. This reading is for everyone of every zodiac sign. So let's tap in and see what's coming through for you. Give me messages, please, Holy Spirit, for everyone that watches this reading when it comes to love. Give me the truth, please, Holy Spirit, for everyone that watches this reading when it comes to love. Two more shuffles. All right, so let's see what comes out here. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, you have beginnings. So someone is wanting to try again with you. It's giving energy of them wanting to take things in a new direction. So they're hoping that you can forgive the past and start all over again. They know that you're a good man or a good woman. Many of you are the best that they've ever had, okay? But they may not have ever admitted that to you. At the top of the deck, you have longing. So this is someone who's craving you. It's also giving energy of them aching for a new opportunity for the two of you to make things right. Right next to that, you have cloudy judgment. So there are a lot of illusions surrounding this connection. It's also giving energy of this person not making things clear when it comes to you. And what I mean by that is, even though they're aching for a new beginning, even though they're craving a bond with you, they may not be straightforward about it. It's just giving energy of them doing one thing but meaning another, or they're not walking the talk. There's just a lot of illusion surrounding this person. And I feel like a lot of their judgment calls are a bit distorted. Give me another card. It's almost like they don't know how to handle craving you or wanting another chance. All right, you have hoping here. So they are expecting everything to work out between the two of you, with finality being at the bottom of the deck. Many of you have bid this person farewell. You may have even given yourself closure when it comes to this connection. Now, also with the Divine Masculine card being here, it lets me know that this person is regretting a lot of the things that they've done, okay? For many of you, they're fully aware of how many of their actions may have caused a disconnect between the two of you. It's also coming out like, even though this person is wanting to try again, even though they're wanting to make things work, they're not really doing much about it. At the top of the deck, you have elusive. So they're not being completely honest with you when it comes to their intentions. There is some deception or some trickery here. Like I said before, I just feel like this person is doing one thing when deep down they feel a completely different way. So for example, they could do things to get under your skin, or they could be doing things to try and make you jealous, but deep down they want to be with you. And it's really giving some weird energy. Give me another card. So they're hoping that you haven't given up faith when it comes to making things work with them. Some of you may feel like you had to tap into your divine energy when it comes to this person. You may have decided to distance yourself, or you set really strong boundaries, even if you didn't really want to. It's like you're doing what you have to do regardless of how you feel. And some of you may have operated too much out of your masculine energy when you were dealing with this person, because you felt like you had to be the one to make things happen, while this person kind of sat around and didn't do much. You may have felt like you couldn't just be a man or a woman with them. You had to be Superman or Superwoman. So they may have made you a little bit unbalanced as well. Give me another card. All right. You have hopeless. So they're sinking. It's also giving energy of this person falling apart, and a lot of it has to do with their thoughts. They are overthinking big time when it comes to this connection. And it's also giving energy of them being a bit shocked, or they didn't really expect to be craving you as much as they truly are. It's definitely giving you don't miss your water until your well runs dry type of energy. This is someone who's missing you. They miss your loyalty. They miss having someone by their side that they can trust. They miss having someone next to them who truly believed in them. I feel like you may have encouraged this person to reach their full potential, and they're missing it. At the top of the deck, you have foundation. So I feel like you provided a lot of security when it comes to this person. Okay. And they may not be used to that. With the Nourish card being here, some of you could have encouraged this person to do some soul searching. Or I feel like you held up a mirror to them, showing them how much they need to focus on self-growth. You poured a lot of nourishment into this connection as well. Okay. They're used to connecting with selfish people who just accept them for or as they are. Now, don't get me wrong. I do feel like to an extent you did accept this person for who they are, but you also expected growth. You didn't expect to get with someone who obviously didn't have it all together and them to remain there years later. Okay, you did expect some growth. You did expect this person to work on finding themselves. And you really didn't expect anything more than you were giving to the connection. Okay, you were focusing on self-growth. Many of you were working on finding yourself. So you expected this person to do the same. You expected them to give you that same energy as well. Give me another card. Some of you really inspire this person, even if they don't admit it. All right. You have fantasy here. And that card fell out right on top of cloudy judgment. So they've been sitting around, daydreaming, fantasizing, imagining how things would be if they wouldn't have made certain decisions. I also feel like this person has the mentality of one day, someday, things will work out between the two of us. Okay. But like I said, they're not really doing much about it. I do feel like this person's going to put in a little bit of footwork. Hopefully it's something that they're willing to do consistently and long term. But I just feel like there are times when they fall into hopelessness. When things start to sink for them, they tend to go down with the ship. At the top of the deck, you have distracted. So this is someone who's admitting that they were sidetracked. Okay. They've also been delaying certain things when it comes to this connection. And for many of you, they've been delaying when it comes to doing some shadow work. They know they have to make some changes, though. They themselves know that they can't keep going the way that they're going. For many of you, if you have been working on your own self-growth, if you've been self-focused, I feel like that kind of broke this person as well, because they were so used to you making them a priority. It's like you were not making changes for them. You were making changes for yourself. So they're feeling shattered at the moment. I feel like they may have been distracted by another option or by a different path. They may have even chosen to take that path and now they're heartbroken about it. They feel like they may have destroyed the connection between the two of you. At the top of the deck, you have spying here. So if any of you have social media, this person is a bit heartbroken or shattered over what they're seeing. For others of you, it's what they're not seeing that's hurting them. So for example, let's say that there's been a disconnect between the two of you and you're not acknowledging this person at all on social media. None of your posts have anything to do with them. They're hurt by that. Okay. Now, I feel like they're also looking for hints or confirmation that you're heartbroken, that you're having a hard time getting over them. Now, for some, they may not be doing it through social media. They could actually be doing it through speaking with others. It could be through them asking questions about you, or them trying to find out things indirectly through other people that they know that you connect with. So at some point in time, this person was spying or at least curious in regards to how you've been holding up. And it may have hurt them to see that you're moving on with your life, that you're doing just fine. Even if behind the scenes you feel a bit broken or heartbroken, I feel like overall, you at least appear to be fine. Give me another card. For some of you, they feel as though you're being dishonest about wanting to try again, or like you're being dishonest or deceptive about a different direction that you're taking, a different path. They feel like there's some trickery involving it, like you want them just as much as they want you, but you're not showing your hand. All right, you have exhaustion, and that card came out in reverse. So they're never going to give up on expecting the two of you to make things work. Okay. There are times when their thoughts have driven them a bit crazy. Also, I feel like for many of you, you've reached your breaking point with this person. You've reached your limit because you've become overwhelmed with the connection. I feel like dealing with this person is draining. It's exhausting. It's been a really long journey. Some of you could feel like you don't have anything left to give to this connection anymore. There are others of you who haven't given up just as of yet, but you've still reached your limit to an extent. This person also could have done something that was the final straw that may have been a catalyst for you to withdraw from the connection. Mentally and emotionally, they feel lonely. If you have taken back your energy, if you have restricted your time, your energy, your effort, there's a part of them that feels broken, but it's on a mental and an emotional level. At the top of the deck, again, you have one day. So they feel like one day everything is going to work out between the two of you. They feel as though the relationship is faded, like the two of you are meant to connect. You were meant to meet. You're meant to have a secure life with each other. Give me another card. I feel like this person just went in the wrong direction, or they just gone about doing things the wrong way. And they realize too late that it's a complete turnoff for you. But they're hopeful for a new beginning. They're hopeful when it comes to the two of you trying again. Like I said, I don't feel like this person will ever truly lose hope in the two of you making things work. But I feel like if you were to reach out to them with open arms, not saying that any of you are going to do that, but I'm just saying if you were to reach out to them with open arms, this person is so unpredictable, they may not match your energy. I feel like they would be a little bit deceptive or dishonest in regards to how they respond to you. So in other words, they're going to operate out of ego. All right, you have confessions here. So for some of you, this person's going to confess that they've been losing their mind. They're going to confess that they've been overwhelmed. For some of you, they're going to confess about their declining mental health. At this point, they may even confess that they feel stuck on you. Like they feel like they can't truly move forward. Also, they feel a bit rejected by you because you haven't been chasing them. I feel like this person has been setting little traps for you to fall in, but you've been avoiding those traps. So those of you who haven't been chasing this person, Those of you who have been resilient, if you've been focusing on yourself or if you've taken a step back, this person feels abandoned and they feel dismissed by you. And that has been a catalyst for them to have these irrational fears and irrational thoughts. It's almost like paranoia to an extent. They thought that you were going to hold them down regardless of their toxicity. Now, many of you, all of you actually, you're resilient. Okay, you can go through a lot, but it doesn't mean that you have to. And I feel like this person really pushed you and this connection to its limits. So they're learning a really painful lesson when it comes to that. I mean, there's just audacity here because they obviously did something that put the nail in the coffin. They may have taken things too far, making it seem as though they were done. This is it. Forget you. I'm moving on with my life. I don't need you. I don't even want you. When in reality, they've been longing for you the whole time and have been spying on your every move. They're stressed out. They are stressed out. Their life is full of turbulence. Some of you are also going to hear about an argument, okay? A small portion of you could have an argument with this person, or there could be a moment of tension. They've also been trying their best to block out their emotions when it comes to you, all while waiting for what they feel would be the best time to approach you, hoping that time will heal those wounds. But they're all messed up on an emotional level. At the top of the deck, you have open heart. So they're hoping that you'll be receptive toward them and empathetic. Okay. At this point, this is someone who's vulnerable mentally and emotionally. They just want to be close to you again. Okay. They miss that bond. They miss having someone that they could confide in. Someone who wants the best for them. Right beside that, you have silence. So this person could have been stonewalling you, or they could have been giving you the silent treatment. Okay. For some of you, they even thought that giving you the silent treatment would reel you in, or it would make you want to be closer to them. But I feel like it actually had the opposite effect and it turned you off. This is going to be extremely specific. Please don't force it to fit. But for a small portion of you, you could have confided in this person about certain things you didn't like. For example, there could have been a point in time in the connection that you let them know that you have a big heart, or when you fall deeply in love with someone, you fall hard. You could have let them know that you don't like when people don't text you back or when people don't answer your phone calls. There's some type of hint that you gave this person about certain things that you didn't like, and I feel like they used it against you. It's like they were constantly testing your loyalty. Give me another card. Yeah, for them to do weird things like this and to expect to find you in the same place is crazy. For them to be toxic and expect to get the same you is diabolical. It's insane. All right, you have withdrawn here and it came out crossing. If you notice, it came out right on top of distracted. So this is someone who feels lonely. They feel alone. Even if they are connecting with other people, they still feel alone. This is someone who feels very much lost. At the top of the deck, you have escaping. So they may have been avoiding you. For some of you, there could be blocks in communication. For others of you, you may have been pushing this person away. But even if you were pushing them away, I feel like they drove you to that point. I mean, there's only so much that an individual can take. For some, they could be avoiding you out of guilt. Avoiding you in hopes of it bringing about a change. That's crazy. Give me another card. Hoping that it would make you react or respond a certain way. All right, you have boundaries here. And that card wanted to come out crossing. So the boundaries card is all about saying no, drawing a line. It's about enough being enough. With it coming out crossing on top of longing, it lets me know that some of you crave this person at times as well. There are times when some of you may want to reconnect with this person. Okay, I'm not saying all of the time, but some of you may have your moments. But at the same time, you know that if you were to connect with this person before they've grown, they would expect you to not have any boundaries. I feel like this is someone who doesn't respect boundaries and they have no limits. With confusion being at the bottom of the deck. Any of you who do decide to reconnect with this person, it's going to be important for you not to blur the lines. Whatever boundaries that you have to stick to them. This is not someone that you can go back and forth with. Like, you have to have those boundaries. When they cross the boundary, immediately withdraw yourself. Immediately restrict access. At the top of the deck, you have lusting. So they feel that your energy is a bit forbidden. Okay. It's going to be important for you to make them earn your effort. You've put in enough effort already. For those of you who have decided to say your final goodbyes to this person and you are leaving them in the dust, I don't blame you whatsoever. But there are many of you who are still deeply in love with this person and you do care to reconnect, or you do want to reconnect with them. If you're not one of those people, I'm not talking to you. But those of you who do want to reconnect, you're going to have strong boundaries. And I really, truly feel like your absence will help this person's growth. They're the type that take people and things for granted. If you give them full accessibility to you, if you give them full access, they're going to get comfortable and they're going to take you for granted. I also feel like many of you had issues when it comes to boundaries. Like, you let this person cross the line way too many times. Of course, you don't beat yourself up about that. But what you do need to do is do better from here on out. Do not allow them to cross your boundaries, and don't be afraid to say no. With the boundaries card coming out crossing, it lets me know that there was a time when you very rarely said no to this person. They may not even like the word no. They don't like being told no. You're not their mother. You're not their father. So you have to know when enough is enough. You have to know when to draw a line. You have to know when to pull your energy back. Just think about it. If you allow this person to get away with any and everything, if you allow them to disrespect you and you don't restrict access whatsoever, you're still around. They still get the same access to you. They still get the same you. Well, why would they change if they're going to get the same you anyway? You get what I'm saying? Why would they change? If disrespect does not come with any consequences, if you're going to be there anyway, they're going to treat you however they want to treat you. But you have to know that your boundaries are to protect you. Your boundaries are not about them, it's about you. And there's nothing wrong with having boundaries. You even have to tell your kids no, if you have any. It's okay to say no. And when you say no, stand on it. Say what you mean and mean what you say. But you guys have come very far. I feel like you've learned a lot. Okay. You see things a lot more clearly now. But it's just important for you to operate out of integrity, okay? Be true to yourself. You don't have to give up your boundaries to be connected to anyone. That's a red flag within itself. Anyone who respects you, anyone who truly cares about you, they will make sure that they fall in line with your boundaries. The only people who don't want you to have boundaries are people who are trying to take advantage of you. That's all it is to it. All right. And so that is the reading, everyone. If you guys resonated with this or if you liked this reading, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as a part of the Mystic family. I love each and every one of you guys so much. You take care. Be safe. Until next time, bye.